Paws and the Gentle Path to Peace. In the heart of an enchanting dojo atop a misty mountain, there lived a young panda named Paws. His fur was as soft as the clouds, and his eyes as dark as the night sky. Paws spent his days playing with kung fu moves and listening to songs from bamboo flutes. This mountain, filled with wise kung fu animals, was always alive with the sweet smell of cherry blossoms. Yet, Paws had a problem that often took away his smile. Sometimes, without warning, he would be rough and mean to his friends. It felt like a big, heavy rock in his chest that he couldn't move. This made playtime not so fun, and the other young animals would sometimes avoid him, whispering to each other like rustling leaves, "Be careful, Paws might push or shout again." But there was one who stayed close to Paws, a wise old monkey named Whisk. With silver fur as shiny as the moon and eyes as warm as a hug, Whisk was always there to support Paws when he made a mistake. "You're not alone, little Paws," Whisk would say with a bit of mystery in his voice. "Lots of young ones like you are learning to play without the roughness in their paws." Paws knew in his heart that he didn't want to be like this. "I wish I could be gentle like the breeze, not wild like the storm," he thought, remembering a young tiger who used to roar too loud, but found a way to be quiet. If he could change, maybe I can too. Paws longed to join the circle where the young animals held paws and danced. But he was scared of his own strength, scared he'd turn the dance into a mix-up of fur and tears. It upset him, this feeling of being left out. "I know there's a way to be kind and calm," Paws would whisper to himself. "But it's like trying to catch a leaf in the wind. It just slips away." One day, as Paws and Whisk played hide-and-seek in the bamboo, they came across Serenity, a dragonfly with wings sparkling like morning dew. With a hum as quiet as a secret, Serenity spoke of a quest to find the heart of calm, a jewel said to calm the fiercest tempers. The vision of Serenity. Serenity showed them a clearing where the air danced with magic. Pictures appeared, showing a world where fights and anger made the trees sad and dried up the rivers. "Without the heart of calm," Serenity's voice filled the air, "this sadness will spread everywhere until there's no happiness left." After sharing this sight, Serenity whispered, "The adventure is yours to take on, but remember that I'm always here." With those words, the dragonfly disappeared into the sunlight, leaving a glittering trail in the air. Paws felt excitement in his heart, knowing this was his chance to become the gentle panda he wanted to be. This adventure, it's not just about finding a stone, it's about finding peace inside me, he realized. With Whisk by his side, Paws started the journey, their steps full of hope and bravery. They went through bamboo forests where the leaves clapped for them, and over streams that sang songs of adventure. "Every step we take is a step towards peace, Paws," Whisk encouraged, his voice as strong as the mountain itself. As they traveled, Paws felt the old wish to push and roar, but he whispered to himself, "Hands are for helping, not hurting." He felt a warmth like the first light of day, choices at the crossroads. Finally, they reached a fork in the road, not sure which way to go. Then, in a flicker of light, Serenity appeared, now brighter than before. With a sweet buzz, she flew towards the left path, her light marking the ground and showing paw prints to follow. Paws and Whisk understood and followed the glowing trail, their hearts beating with the sound of a fresh start. They were on their way to find the heart of calm, but maybe, Paws thought, the real calm was already growing inside him. The grove of cherry trees. As Paws and Whisk walked further, the path went through a grove of cherry trees, their petals falling like soft pink snow. The air smelled sweet like spring, and the gentle sound of bees filled the grove. Paws's heart moved with the peacefulness of this place, and the heavy rock in his chest felt lighter. "I can change, just like the seasons," Paws thought, looking at the blossoms. Suddenly, rustling in the leaves caught their attention. A group of playful rabbits came out, their fur as white as the mountain's top. They laughed and hopped in a circle, asking Paws to play with them. But Paws hesitated, worried his own strength would overshadow his smile. What if I hop too hard and hurt one of them? He wondered. Paws, remember your kind words, Whisk reminded him softly. Taking a deep breath, Paws joined the circle, whispering, "Every hop can be light, every touch can be gentle." And as he hopped, he found a new softness in his paws, just like the rabbit's gentle play. The rabbits clapped, their happiness like a tune, and Paws's heart grew. He had faced his fear and found softness. Serenity appeared, her wings a whirl of color. "Well done, Paws," she said. "You've taken the first step in controlling your temper." With a sweep of her wings, a path of moonlit petals appeared, leading them to their next big moment, the duckling and the toy boat. They followed the path to a sparkling clear pond where the moon's reflection shone like a silver coin. Here they met a family of ducks, swimming smoothly across the water. The littlest duckling, with feathers the color of buttercups, quacked loudly, flapping its wings in worry. "My toy boat!" the duckling quacked. "It's stuck, and if I can't get it, it'll sink." Paws first wanted to rush into the water, but he stopped, knowing his strength could frighten the ducklings and spoil the quiet pond. "There's a quiet way to solve this," he told himself. Using a long bamboo stick, Paws gently freed the toy boat, moving as softly as the swimming ducks. The duckling quacked happily, waving its little wings in thanks. "You did it, Paws! You were strong and soft!" Whisk cheered, his eyes full of pride. Serenity fluttered above, her light as calm as the sunrise. "Your heart is learning the way of calm waters," she said, reassuring Paws's growing peace. A breeze filled with the smell of pine and new stories led them on, and Serenity's light showed a stone, revealing a secret path through the whispering forest. The whispering forest. The forest sounded with whispering leaves and the quiet calls of hidden animals. Here, they met a group of squirrels, rushing with worry. The bossy squirrel with a twitchy tail came forward. "Our friend is stuck up high," she said, pointing to the top of a tree. "He's too scared to climb down and we can't reach him." Paws looked up, the moonlight shining in his eyes. He could climb the tree easily, but the challenge was to help without making more fear. Whisk gave him a nod. "Use your calming voice, Paws. Let it be as gentle as the night's hush." Paws climbed, saying soft words with each move. "You're safe, and I'm here to help," he said quietly. His way was like a gentle wind, and soon the scared squirrel felt brave enough to climb onto Paws's back. Together, they came down, and the squirrels celebrated, their joy ringing through the trees. "You've not only climbed a tree, Paws, but you've also climbed a hill of bravery," Serenity spoke, her voice a tune of calmness. With a wave of her wings, stars seemed to drop, making a bright trail spiraling up towards the top of the mountain. The Summit Challenge. The last meeting was at the summit, where the air was fresh and the stars felt close to touch. Here stood Draper, his presence like an about-to-happen storm. Huge and mighty, Draper was an amazing sight. Part bull, part dragon, he had scales shining in deep green and dark blue. His big, curved horns were as shiny as polished silver in the starlight, and his strong body, wearing thick armor, showed how strong he was. His old yellow eyes had a soft glow in the dark, showing a bit of wisdom behind his scary look. His voice was like distant thunder, echoing through the mountains as he spoke to Paws. "You think you can find peace, little panda? Show me!" Draper called out, his challenge as big as he was. Paws's heart beat fast, but he stood tall. "This is my chance to show I've changed," he thought. "Draper, I've learned that real strength isn't in pushing and roaring. It's in being soft and nice," Paws answered, his voice firm. The bull puffed, not sure. "Then face me without being scared or fighting." Draper ran at him, but Paws didn't move, saying the kind words he'd learned. Hands are for helping, not hurting. I choose calm over being mad. As Draper came close, Paws reached out, not to push, but with an open hand. The bull was surprised by this and paused for a moment. Then the air sparkled, and the heart of calm showed up between them. Its light calm but strong. Draper's eyes got softer, and the tension went away. He placed his horn in Paws's open hand, showing he respected him. You've shown me calmness, Paws. I see now that even the biggest heart can change, Draper said quietly, his voice now a soft rumble. Serenity danced around them, her light a party for Paws's big win. You've found the heart of calm in you, Paws, she said, and with it, you can bring peace to everyone. With a twinkle of her wings, Serenity opened a door of light, leading Paws and Whisk back to the dojo, where a bright new day was waiting, ready for soft hands and kind hearts. Return to the dojo. As the first light of the morning colored the sky in soft shades of pink and orange, Paws and Whisk went back to the enchanting dojo. The mountain air, clear and cool, seemed to sing a song of welcome, as if the trees were humming a melody of coming home. Paws's heart was as light as a feather, a gentle smile on his face. I feel different, Whisk, Paws said, his words spreading like a quiet breeze. It's like the storm inside me has become calm, and now there's only a soft wind. Whisk gave him a knowing look, his eyes bright. You've found a new strength, Paws, one that's caring and soft. As they got to the dojo, the sight of cherry blossoms in full bloom met them. The air was full of the sound of bamboo flutes and fun, a mix of happiness that made Paws's heart move. And there, shining in the morning light, was Serenity, her wings every color. Well done, Paws, Serenity said, her voice as gentle as the morning fog. You found the real heart of calm. Paws felt warmth inside him, the kind words repeating in his mind. Hands are for helping, not hurting. I pick calm over being mad. I am soft and kind, he thought, proud of himself. In the days that followed, Paws noticed the change in himself. Sometimes, old habits would tempt him, wanting him to push or yell. But Paws would remember his adventure and the kind words that helped him, and the tempting thoughts would disappear like shadows when the sun shines. One sunny day, Paws was in the middle of a game of touch, the game he used to be too tough to join. A small moment of worry showed in his eyes, but he let it go, feeling the soft strength in his hands. Touch! You're it! Paws shouted, gently patting his friend's shoulder. Laughs rose around him as he ran through the crowd, moving as lightly as a floating cloud. The fun of the game filled his heart, and he knew he had really changed. Paws's new ways brought joy to the dojo. He and Whisk spent their days helping others, their laughs mixing with the sound of the bamboo. Paws's soft touch and caring words were healing for everyone around, and the dojo did better than ever before. As Paws got older, Serenity's soft words would sometimes reach him, a reminder of the peace he had inside. He would help others find their heart of calm, sharing the kind words that had once helped him. One day, a young leopard with a quick temper came to the dojo, her growls loud like thunder. Paws saw his old self in her and knew he could help. Hands are for helping, not hurting, Paws told her, his voice peaceful and sure. Every day, we can pick calm over being mad. You can be soft and kind, just as I learned. He taught her the kind words, and they practiced the dance of calmness together, each step a promise of change. Years passed, and Paws became known far and wide for his wisdom and peace. His days were full of teaching and fun, and his nights with dreams of a peaceful world. And as he sat under the stars, now a teacher of soft strength, Paws's heart said the kind words from his youth. I have chosen peace. I am soft. I am kind. These were the words that shaped his future, the tune of his life.